MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Wei-Yin Chen is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1.3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
And another foul ball. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. The tag, and he is out.
Batting second,
Trey Turner will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home has been much better once he gets out on the road. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. These Marlins, ZK, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
Chen's ready. Here it is on 2-2. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
batting third.
Bryce Harper will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
Gordon is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Max Scherzer starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against...
Time to pick this one up now in the top of inning number 5. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His 2nd strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Hit hard on the ground to 3rd. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Chen sets. Here it is on 2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. The tag here from Hechavarria, and he is gone at second base.
The best way a pitcher can slow down the running game is vary his moves. Hold the ball, throw to first, show your best move to first, or slide step. The guy...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nationals go quietly. They're up 2-0. Number 15 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
JT Realmuto stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And that is through into right field for a single. Adeiny Hechavarria in now, popped out in his first trip. 1-1, here it comes. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Taylor has it in his tracks. And a diving effort in center, but he can't get a glove on it. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from first comes all the way around to score. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple. Wei-Yin Chen will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze.
Boy, that's just the most exciting play in baseball right here. You're going to see him breaking on first movement at third base. So this is do or die at the plate. It's not a safety squeeze. It's suicide. He gets the bunt down, and he gets the job done.
Stepping in now, D. Gordon. Line towards center field. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble. Ryan Zimmerman steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. Daniel Murphy will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around first is Murphy taking the turn for second now, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Center fielder number 3.
Striding into the box, Michael Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he takes a called strike 2. Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The left fielder.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Drives it to deep right field. Back goes Stanton. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The relay, and this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate, and with that, the inning is over. So no runs here. Christian Yelich will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
High pop-up. Calling for it, Zimmerman. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. And he is in there. Giancarlo Stanton stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Scherzer comes set. Here's the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Runner goes for third. And they do have him squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And Scherzer will have to go to first, so the sacrifice is a good one. Jose Bautista will stand in looking to turn things around. He struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Martin Prado will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind it.
Taylor is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Billy Park will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Clint Robinson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25, Clint Robinson.
Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting,
Anthony Rendon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Jerry Blevins will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. 3-0 pitch on its way. This is pulled into right, and that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
catcher,
JT Realmuto digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
the batter number 3.
Adeiny Echeverria tripled homer run last time through, so let's see what he's got in store this time. He's running towards second. On the ground up the middle. Throw in time for the first out, but in the meanwhile, the go-ahead run is in to score. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely. So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Danny Valencia will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only 1 away. Now the runner's on his way home. Now the suicide squeeze, but it's popped up. And now he will make the play over his shoulder. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to... Trey Turner will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. But there to spirit is Prado. Quick hands for the first out.
The right fielder number 34.
Bryce Harper will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. 8th inning here from South Florida as you get a look at the line score to this point. The hometown Marlins leading this one as they look to send this crowd home happy. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Mike Dunn will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Yelich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. D. Gordon digs in now after lining out in his last try. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th.
With him in there trying to preserve a 1-run lead, the first thing he wants to do, don't let that leadoff hitter get on base to start the inning. That's a nice way to approach him. Now he's just 2 outs away from wrapping this one up.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Standing in now, Desmond Jennings drilled to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Billy Park comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. It's on the bag, and he is out trying to take second, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. On a Wednesday night, we've got baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series. Kevin Gossman, Paul Goldschmidt will get his first opportunity here. Currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average. Maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that #1 spot.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hold up right here.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been...
David Peralta will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there. Here's the 2-2. Runners on the move for second. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trumbo. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Yusmani Tomas will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home has been much better once he gets out on the road. Comes 0-2. He's running towards second. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Jake Lamb will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Zach Greinke. Now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He singled his last time up.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Kim looks up, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Back goes Trumbo. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Skied into straightaway right. And he will make the difficult catch out there as the runner will tag, but that could have been much worse.
Hey, that was nice.
And they'll get a bit closer on the sac fly as they trim the deficit to 2 now.
Well, you'll see where he winds up making this catch. He goes all the way into the alley to pull it in. There was just no way.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most Afternoon baseball parks around Oriole Park in Baltimore. Today, the third.
Come on, big guy, stay high.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in for the first time with gaudy numbers here in the month as you see him there.
Stay hot now.
Belted high in the air out to left. Kim ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A two-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Number 13 for him on the year. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Well, it's got to be getting near the point where they need to make some alternate plans with this guy up there. I mean, now that's his third home run in the series. I mean, what more do you need to see?
Ready to take his hacks again, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. In now, David Peralta. He got on top of one and was a ground. He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Well, I think we all know this guy is the whole package out there. He's homered earlier in the ball game. Now he shows off those wheels by taking second here on the stolen base.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Two out here and a runner at second. Belted high and deep into right center. Jones going back to the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for the Diamondbacks.
Hey, wait for yours here.
Hard liner toward short.
Here you go. Make the turn. Make the turn. Make the turn.
And he'll scramble back to first safely. David Peralta will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
Just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Pitches a cold strike. The throw. The tag from Hardy, and they get him at second base. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a two-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left, his second of the game, as the Diamondbacks have extended their lead now 5-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Paul Goldschmidt will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there. He almost came out of his shoes on that one.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Trumbo at the track, but he won't get there. It falls in. And my goodness, 5 for 5 now as he's in there with a double.
The right
Boy,
fielder,
and they
number
have
6.
not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. David Peralta will stand in one more time, and fortunately for him, he'll get a 5th chance here to extend that hitting streak.
Yeah, he has. The rest of the guys have, but that could all change with one swing.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Home run number 9 on the year. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, Paul Goldschmidt had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish as Arizona got a win over Baltimore 7-1. He is currently the National League leader in batting average. Looking at the standings, the Orioles are in last place in the AL East, 9.5 games behind first. The Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West, 10 games out of first. The Giants earned the 3-game.
The show has baseball for you on a Friday night as you get a look at Chase Field. Paul Goldschmidt will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to...
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A 2-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now, obviously, this pace won't last, but, man, he is hitting.
Paul Goldschmidt stands in. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he leaves another one over the plate, and this ball's driven to left. And for the 3rd time tonight, he has served up a home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. His 2nd of the game, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Paul Goldschmidt stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
And that's a good job in that situation. You'd love a base hit, but hey.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Belted high and deep into right center. Renfroe looking up. Gone! Solo shot to right center. His third home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Boy.
So standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. And he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Yeah, all he needs here is the double, guys, so he's going to be feeling just a little bit of pressure. Cycles are so rare to get.
Back goes Kemp. Tracking it is Kemp, but this will get over the wall for a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center, is fourth in the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Incredible. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here, I wouldn't believe it myself. 4 home runs now in one game. In the history of baseball, this has happened like, what, 16, 17 times? What a show he's put on.
An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the National League West, Paul Goldschmidt blasted 4 home. Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting in the National League West, Kevin Munson had his first victory of the year as the D-backs got the best of the Rays, 2-1. Also out of Arizona, relief pitcher Kevin Munson has been recalled from the major leagues from AAA. In other Rays news, relief pitcher Matt Andriese will be out of action for a few days according to team reports. He is dealing with a bruised arm. The Angels had 12 hits as a team as they made short work of the Padres 7-0. The Colorado Rockies combined for 4 total home runs as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 5-4. The Dodgers pitched well, allowing 3 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-3. In other Dodgers news, center fielder Kike Hernandez is currently listed as day-to-day. He's dealing with 6-5. In other Metro